Yes.
Okay, this is still being done. Meanwhile, I'll just show you one more thing, which I discussed yesterday. The failover is in progress. Okay, so we're gonna wait here. And meanwhile, let me show you something. I'm not sure if it is still there or I deleted that, but let's see. It's the website access, or how to how to host a website in Azure storage account. So what was the option, guys? Do you remember? If I want to host a website, what was the option?
Static website.
Static website, right? Here it is. So the moment I go to static website and enable that, I think I've already done this on this one. Or maybe I did not. Let me see quickly. Yeah, looks good. While this is being done, this is still in progress. I'll just show it to you. By the way, guys, did you try creating a container and uploading blobs? Who all tried?
I tried, bhai.
Okay, or did you try uploading a folder? Because no one has asked me that question, that how do I upload a folder? Anyone tried uploading a folder? Files I can understand. You created container, you uploaded files. It's fine. Did anyone try uploading a folder directly?
No, sir.
Okay, so maybe you can take this as a homework, and if you don't get it, let me know. I'll show it to you. Or maybe we'll just do it right away. So let's say that I want to host a website in a storage account. So what simply have to do is create a storage account. And this is still being done, guys. Okay, once this is done, I'll show it to you. Once this is done, we are going to start our key vault. That is the topic we are going to start. This should be done within next 5 to 10 minutes. This one and this one both. This is just for I'm showing it for your information knowledge. Won't get many questions. और इसमें आपको कोई ज़्यादा मिलेगा भी नहीं. Static website कोई खास host करता नहीं है. Especially production environment वगैरह में कभी नहीं मिलेगा आपको. ठीक है, but I'm just showing it to you in case you want to host your website, or just for your knowledge, or you can say it in your interview that okay, I did that. Okay, look at the containers. You have only log folder under container. No other folder is there as of now, right? So when you go ahead and do this static website, you enable it. You'll have to give a name. I told you yesterday. ये नाम वो होगा where what you have got from your developer. Let's say that you have assigned it to a developer. You have hired a developer, and you have asked that developer to create something for you, and that developer has created your website. Okay, this is the website. So the developer has given you all these pages, images, etc. ये आपका काम नहीं होता है कभी भी, developer ही करता है जो कुछ करना है. Okay, they have given it to you. I was doing this, hence I remember कि folder upload you guys did not learn. So did you try it? Did you not face that problem? So you finally you have got this index page. So it is asking for the index document name. It could be anything. Okay, in this case it is index.html. It could be first page.index.html, first date.html. It could be anything, but this is the index page. Index page का मतलब क्या होता है? Using this page, all these are accessible. ये images वगैरह जो है ना, in this folder, everything, this will be accessible using this index page. So here it wants the name of that index page. In my case, it is index.html. It could be any name, but you will know it the moment you got that folder from your developer जिसको भी आपने task assign किया है. you will know that कि index page कौन सा है. Normally index ही नाम रखते हैं उसका. Okay, and you just save it. The moment you save it, under containers, you will see a container called web. इस तरह का एक container दिखेगा आपको. Now if I go here it is. This is the container I have got, and now my website is ready. This is the website link which I will be using to access my website. But do I have anything in that folder as of now? Even if I give you this link, guys, will you be able to see something?
No, there's nothing in it.
Okay, let me share this with you. Try it. Obviously, the access level has to be public, but still you won't see anything because there's nothing in that folder. Yes, this is the error you should get.
नहीं हुआ है, कुछ नहीं है उसमें.
Right. So now let's go to that folder. We are already here and start uploading the files. What did my developer give me? Index 2 और बहुत सारी files दी उसने, right? So now here I'll start uploading them. So this is the folder which I have to upload completely. Do I have an option to upload the folder, by the way? See, open. Do I have an option to upload the folder? So as of now, जितना option है उतना तो मैं कर देता हूँ, ठीक है? If the files are here, I'm uploading these files.
You can drag and drop the
Folders, did you try already?
Yeah.
Okay. What else you can do? Yes, guys. What else you can do other than drag and dropping? Azure Storage Explorer. Using Storage Explorer also, you can easily upload folders. You can do that. Okay. Now, when I have uploaded the documents, now can you guys go ahead and click on that link and see if you some broken piece you should see. थोड़ी बहुत broken website आप लोगों को दिखनी चाहिए. टूटी फूटी सी कुछ तो दिखना चाहिए उसमें.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, well,
Okay. Why is it broken? Because all folders are not yet updated. Okay. Now let's wait for some time. Those folders, once those folders are available here and updated here completely, then you should have the complete up and running website. And it takes time. From here, it takes a lot of time. If same thing I do using this one, Azure Storage Explorer, it will happen very quickly. Let me show it to you. By the time I get started over there, यहाँ पर वो खत्म भी हो चुका होगा. So this is the storage account we're talking about, right? Blob folder. Which blob? Which blob, guys?
Web.
Web. Right.
web.
Okay. Now if I see here, upload folders. It works on AZ copy. When you do it using Azure Storage Explorer, it's always fast. So it's always recommended to use Azure Storage Explorer. You see, it has already started updating the folders.
So we can't select multiple folders at once.
No. You can do that using any command line. That is also easy, and that is actually how it works. But we're not doing it here because you guys don't have to do that. आपका काम कितना होगा? Storage account बना कर देना. If someone is asking कि भाई static website को on करके दे दो, static website on करके देना. No one is going to ask you to upload or download document or create a website. Now, can you guys refresh to that link and see if you guys can see the complete website?
Yes.
Right. So this is how
Yes.
you can do it using your static website. It's very simple. And the last thing which you have to do is your custom domain. I mean, if they want कि custom domain use करना है इस पे, ठीक है, if it is your basic website आपको ऐसे ही चलानी है, but this is complete website. You don't have to pay to anyone other than this storage account का जो आप छोटा सा amount pay कर रहे हो Azure को, उसके अलावा किसी को कुछ नहीं pay करना आपको. This is up and running your website. हाँ, ये आपको नाम अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, you deal with your custom domain and you can get this changed to your custom domain. Okay, let's go back to this one and let's see if it is there. Yeah, it has been done. Can you guys see? Now we had GRS, RAGRS, but now what do we have here?
LRS.
LRS.
Locally redundant storage.
Last time failover time was the last failover time. Abhi jo humne kiya, that is the only one. Okay. And now what your primary location is and what was it first? Earlier it was
East US.
and now it is West US. And now if you see, you have only primary. Okay. So this is how you do your failover. This is your redundancy and this is your failover. If you get any questions on failover, you should know this process. You should know what happens when you do the failover. Primary के साथ क्या होता है, secondary के साथ क्या होता है, at the time of failover accessible किस वाले में होता है, किस वाले में नहीं होता, accessible है तो किस हद तक accessible होता है. So I hope this is clear to you, to everyone.
So let's say, Sohail bhai, abhi ye failover.
Your voice is breaking, Hussein or Murtaza, whoever is speaking.
Yeah, it's Murtaza. So what I was saying is, let's say I have done the failover. Now I want to change the redundancy.
हाँ, change
So
नहीं,
what
अभी
would be the
redundancy है
option
ही
for
नहीं.
me?
हाँ, now it is LRS. Now you go with whatever you want. You want to do with GRS, you want to go with RAGRS, you want to go with ZRS, whatever you want. Do it again.
So if the other paid region is down still, let's say the data center collapsed, let's say, and I want to change my redundancy. So what would be the option over there? Because the paid region is down. Now I want to change my.
See, it's not going to be down forever, right? By the time you do this, by the time आप लोग ये सब कर लो, तब तक Azure उसको up कर चुका होगा, ये सब करने तक. नहीं भी है, you select your redundancy and leave it. It will show it to you. जब भी ये हो जाएगा ना synchronization, it will show it to you. You do your work and save it and leave it. This is down. Azure इसको 8 घंटे 10 घंटे एक दिन में up कर देगा and your synchronization will get started.
Okay.
Simple.
Good. Yes. Thank you.
Now sometimes what happens, let's say वैसा कोई करता नहीं है इतना, but this is your application, East US में चल रहा था, West US थोड़ा सा दूर है, and now West US has become your primary, तो थोड़े से latency वगैरह और application में issue आ रहा है. So without any reason also, मतलब this can be a planned failover. Just showing it to you कि planned failover कब आता है picture में. This wasn't planned, right? This we had to do because Azure का region down हो गया इसलिए. Now after 24 hours, Azure says, okay, both of my regions are working fine and everything is good. But where is your application working now? आपके application कहाँ से data fetch कर रहा है?
West
Which is
US.
your primary now?
East.
Yes. No, how the east आपका secondary बन गया अभी.
From west to east. And now west has become primary and east has become secondary.
So your application is fetching data from west or east?
West.
US.
West.
West US. और ये थोड़ा सा ज्यादा है distance में. I mean east और west काफी पास में है. ठीक है, let's कोई और अगर pair region का लेते हैं वहां पर आपको दिख जाएगा example. And because of this, some latency is there. Users are facing some latency. कि यार West US में जाने के बाद से latency हुई है. So that time if you want to do the failover again, this will be your planned failover. This time you can decide कि कोई भी data थोड़ा भी loss ना हो. So at 13:50 or maybe Sunday morning 9 o'clock, you will shut down the application. इसको बंद नहीं करोगे, पहले application को ही बंद कर दोगे आप. ठीक है, you will send an email to all users. You as in not, you are not doing that. Application owner does that. I'm showing it to you. Planned failover कब काम में आता है. Application owner will send an email to everyone, every user के Sunday 9 बजे से 12 बजे तक application down होगा. You guys must be receiving those emails, right? कई बार आता है कि इसका अपग्रेड चल रहा है, इसका डाउन टाइम होगा, ये अवेलेबल नहीं होगा. आपके बैंकिंग ऐप से आता है, schedule maintenance activity schedule है. So उस तरह से एक email send किया जाता है to all users that this is not available from 9 to 12 PM. ठीक है, 9 AM to 12 PM. 9 AM यहाँ पूरा डेटा आ गया. 9 के बाद इसमें कोई डेटा आएगा नहीं क्योंकि एप्लीकेशन यहीं पर बंद कर दिया इन्होंने, राइट? नो डेटा इज कमिंग. दे विल मेक श्योर कि प्रॉपर सिंक हो जाए अच्छे से एंड देन दे विल डू द फेल ओवर एंड देन अगेन दिस विल बिकम योर प्राइमरी विदाउट एनी डेटा लॉस. क्लियर है? यहाँ पर डेटा लॉस क्यों हुआ? बिकॉज दिस वाजंट प्लान्ड. यहाँ पर लास्ट मोमेंट तक भी चल रहा था एप्लीकेशन और वो लास्ट का जो सिंक है 1-2 मिनट का वो रह गया. दैट इज द रीजन कुछ डेटा लॉस होगा. बट प्लान्ड वाले में आप एप्लीकेशन को पहले ही बंद कर दोगे, 1 घंटा पहले ही बंद कर दो, तो कोई नया डेटा आएगा ही नहीं. Getting it, guys? Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's stop the topic here. We're done with storage topic. Do practice failover with GRS. Without GRS, it's the same thing. और अगर वो RA-GRS के साथ भी है तो you don't have to worry about it. What is the difference between hosting the website on VM and hosting? Which is best? It's completely different. I mean, you don't have to worry about it. ऐप ओनर देख लेगा वो. जब आप VM पे होस्ट कर रहे हो तो डिपेंड करता है कौन से VM पे कर रहे हो. विंडोज पे कर रहे हो तो विंडोज का लाइसेंस पे करना पड़ेगा. लिनक्स पे कर रहे हो तो फ्री है, ठीक है. अगर विंडोज पे कर रहे हो आप तो एक वर्चुअल मशीन का भी पे करना पड़ेगा. लिनक्स पे भी कर रहे हो तो एक वर्चुअल मशीन का Azure को एक्स्ट्रा पे करना पड़ेगा. हाँ, but when you do it on Windows or Linux on one virtual machine, you can host multiple websites. यहाँ पर बहुत छोटा सा वेबसाइट आप एक होस्ट कर सकते हो. सो टू समराइज द आंसर सलमान, प्रोडक्शन वाला जो है ना वो कभी भी आपको इस स्टैटिक वेबसाइट पे नहीं दिखेगा. आई टोल्ड यू दिस इज जस्ट फॉर बेसिक पर्पस. इंटरनल वेबसाइट्स वगैरह जो है ना उसके लिए काफी है. प्रॉपर वेबसाइट वगैरह एक आपको चाहिए तो इट could be either on the web services which we have in Azure or virtual machine. Storage account में बहुत ही कम करते हैं, but yes, you can do it. It's just a feature. Okay, so guys, we are done here with our storage practical and theory and everything. I've put some questions also for this. Make sure you read all those questions. उसके answers वगैरह आप देख लो. Practice करो जितना भी मैंने ये किया. If you guys want, I'll assign some task for you. Or let me add that. Let's quickly add that. So perform a failover. Okay, perform a failover and just send me the screenshot of this one. Okay, इसका screenshot आना चाहिए. failover को perform कर लो. Don't configure it. ये failover के बाद मैंने इसको फिर से configure कर लिया ना. Don't do that. Or even if you want to do that, वो भी कर लो. Here I will come to know that you guys have performed a failover successfully. वो मुझको यहाँ पर पता चल जाएगा. ठीक है? If you want to add this one also in your screenshot, well and good. नहीं भी करता, it doesn't matter. So set up a failover, perform a failover. Once it is done, then send this screenshot to me. Clear, guys? Failover ka task, is it clear to everyone what you have to do? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe. Any question? Can you hear me?
Yes, well, we can hear you.
Okay, did you understand what do you have to do?
Yes, well.
What about others, guys? Did you understand the task which you have to do? Rishi, are you getting it? Nelson?
Yes, well.
Okay. So storage topic is over here, guys. Let's quickly start with new topic. And after this, once you are done, make sure you delete all your storage account. I deleted mine today only. I have many of them. This is the last one. I'm going to delete it now. I've just kept it for one purpose. We'll complete that and then we'll finish it. So the next topic is, guys, Key Vault. This is mostly for the Azure security people. You will get most of the inputs from information security team. What is a Key Vault and everything. I'm going to show it to you now. So Key Vault, it is already there, by the way. First, let me Yeah, here it is. The Key Vault is a cloud service used to manage keys, secrets, and certificates. Key Vault eliminates the need for developer to store security information in their code, and it allows you to centralize the storage of your application secrets, which reduces the chances of being hacked. Clear hai? This is how you have to explain it when it comes as an interview question. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
The definition, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, Soul bhai. Soul bhai, please increase the font size. It's very small.
You
I'm
will,
sorry.
it's okay, you don't have to mug it up from here. Navid bhai, यहाँ देख के वैसे भी आप इसको याद नहीं कर लोगे, right? You guys have access to this file.
OneNote, right? OneNote.
हाँ, इस OneNote का access है आप लोगों के पास, सबके पास, right?
Hmm.
So open your file and read it from there in your free time, not here. इस class में आप याद
Okay.
करने बैठ जाओगे,
Okay.
हमारा session इसको याद करने में ये हो
Right.
जाएगा.
Good.
That is the
Right,
reason
right,
sometimes I keep it smaller. I don't want you to
Okay,
mug it up
okay.
here. Here
Okay.
we are for understanding. याद करने वाला काम आप अपने free time में करो. ठीक है?
Okay.
So let me explain it to you. ये तो हुआ definition आपका. Okay. This is just a definition. Let me explain it to you that what is it. Do you guys remember encryption of the disk? What type of encryption do we have when it comes to disk? Virtual machine
Platform
encryption.
managed key
CMK,
and
private.
customer managed key.
Yeah,
Yes.
private managed key and CMK.
Okay, so
Customer-
this is your
customer managed key.
customer managed key. Okay, now let's see that I want to encrypt this virtual machine. I want to encrypt this virtual machine. First, let me log into this virtual machine and I'll show it to you. ये encrypted है या नहीं?
The term encryption of a virtual machine means that you are encrypting the disk basically, not the machine itself, right?
Yeah, what is the machine without the disk? Machine कुछ होता ही नहीं है, right? OS disk ही machine है. Be
Yes.
it backup हो, कुछ भी हो. Machine वाले section में whenever we are saying VM, can you have a virtual machine and delete all the disk including OS disk?
No.
No.
So OS
No.
disk ही आपका machine होता है. So yes, in this case, it specifically we mean disk, but you will always hear virtual machine, encryption of virtual machine, backup of virtual machine. वही आप सुनोगे. Okay.
Okay.
Do you see any symbol or anything on these drives?
No.
Which means this is this is not encrypted. Now I am going to encrypt these disks and we'll come back to this one and see how it looks. So to encrypt it, I'm going to get the disk, additional settings. Can you see disk to encrypt? If I want to do only OS disk or all other disk, so I can do OS and data disk. And if you want to do the individual basis, कि एक particular data disk करना, so you'll have to go to that particular disk और वहां से भी आप कर सकते हो. It's not necessary कि OS और सारे disk कर लो. Let's say that one operating system has OS disk and 5 data disk, but उस 5 में से एक ही मेरा crucial है, and I want to encrypt OS disk and 1 data disk. That also you can achieve, but you just have to go to that individual disk. So here, what is it asking? Key vault. यहाँ पर आता है picture में key vault. So you can either create a new key vault. Okay, you can create a key vault, or you can use an existing key vault. So here I have created a key vault for this machine, and you'll have to select a key. I'm going to show you, don't worry about this. ये key वगैरह कहाँ से आया? I'm showing it to you. First, I'm showing it the usage of it, and then I click on save. Simple. That's all you had to do. Now your machine is encrypted. I mean, it has started. It's gonna take some time, but your encryption has started. That's all you have to do to encrypt one virtual machine. Clear, guys, to everyone? How are we creating that key and everything? We are going to go there. First, I want to make this part clear, that how do you encrypt, how do you encrypt a disk? Is that part clear? Guys, did you get the clicks? Where did I click those options? Did you understand all of those?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next thing is it got failed for some reason. Let's see why. Okay. Look at this machine, guys, and can someone tell me that why it got failed?
Because it already has the PMK, I guess
No,
so.
PMK will always be there. It got failed because it already had another encryption, which you are not able to see here, which got removed and it is conflicting. But that is the reason I read it over there. Now PMK will always be there. But by what is this SSE? No one has asked till now, so I thought you guys checked it. What is SSE?
Server side encryption.
Yes, server side encryption with platform managed key. Okay, and we have to put our own key here. So let's see, we'll do that. First, let me show you the key, and then we'll come back to this one. If it is not working on this machine, we'll do it on another machine. We'll quickly create another machine and we'll do that. So first, let's see, let's come here and click on key vault. I'll create a key vault. I'll look into, I will look after this later. First, I will create a key vault. And I'll explain the options to you, that how to create, what are the options. So how do you create it? You go here, select key vault, and then you will see existing key vault, and you'll see an option to create, or you go to main services. कहीं से भी आपको key vault ढूंढना है और आपको एक key vault बनाना है. Select your subscription. Select any resource group. For now, I'm selecting my key vault resource group, so I can delete all of them later together. Okay. I'm naming it as new VM key vault, because using this key vault, I intend to encrypt my VM which I'm going to create. Okay, and obviously this has to have unique name, so I've put UT in front of it. I'm gonna take Australia East. This is a regional based service. What does it mean? If I create one key vault in Australia East, will I be able to use this key vault or keys for a machine or storage for a machine which is in East US?
No,
No, I
You
cannot.
should be.
no,
No, I
No.
cannot.
it's regional based.
Yes, it is a
The
regional based.
resource, so the resource has to be in the same region as the
Same
keyword.
region, right? That is, yes, that is what it means when I say region based. Okay, there are two tier, standard tier and this one HSM tier. HSM tier I have never used and I've rarely see it. It includes the HSM means hardware security module. I've never used that, and you will never ever see it. बहुत ही ज़्यादा complex होता है इसका. So even if someone is asking, say straight away, never got to use HSM. Okay, we'll deal with standard. Okay, now soft delete is enabled. Days to retain is 90 days. What is the minimum? I think 7. It's 7. It is, yes. 7 is minimum days, 90 is maximum days. But what is it? So this indicates that if I create a key vault, and within that key vault, if I have a key, right? And if I delete that key, so for how many days that key will be there in the soft delete?
7 days.
For
7 days.
7
yes.
days.
Whatever I select here, this is what it is indicating. So if I select 7 days, it will be 7 days. If I select 90 days, it will be 90 days. The next is purge protection. What does it mean? That when I do the soft delete, from soft delete, if I have to remove it permanently, that is called purge. If I select that and I click on purge, it will be deleted permanently. So do I want that feature that I should have access to delete it permanently? If I want to do that, I'll have to select yes, disable purge protection. If I enable purge protection, And once I enable it, this cannot be disabled. Okay. And I give it, and if I keep it 90 days, and if I create one key which is in soft delete, I cannot delete it for 90 days. I cannot delete it. I cannot purge it, or I cannot do the permanent delete till 90 days. 90 days के बाद वो अपने आप ही हो जाएगा. You can restore it from soft delete, but you cannot purge delete it. You cannot delete it forever. Is it clear to everyone? What does it mean? Enable
Yes.
purge protection and disable. So if I want कि नहीं disable, मुझको delete करने का option होना चाहिए. So I have to keep disable, and this you will see guys mostly disable. I'll tell you why. Because key is a unique name. Okay, now if I have a key with this name, I cannot create another key with this name. Even if this key is in soft delete, अगर वो recycle bin में भी पड़ा हुआ ना, still I cannot create a key with this name. So what happens while creating a key? बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि यार कुछ mistake हो गया. So let's delete it and create a new one. So if I enable this, what will happen? If I was creating this, मैंने इसको बना लिया, and later on I realized कि कुछ तो गलती हो गई है. So let's delete it and now create another key. So when I try to create another key, it will not allow me to create a key with same name. और application में naming convention बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी होता है. In practice, it's simply I'll say UT-Kloud key vault 1. Okay, 1 is not working. Let's type 2, 2, 3, or type any random number. Whichever is working, I just want to see the functionality. But production environment में ऐसा नहीं होता है. Naming convention काफी मायने रखता है, because codings में और बहुत सारी जगह name जो है already डाल दिया गया है, right? So changing the name, it's a big task. So now if I have not disabled it and I created one by mistake which is lying in the recycle bin, I cannot delete that. Recycle bin से उसको मैं delete नहीं कर सकता. Okay, so for that reason sometimes you will see that they keep it disabled. तो कुछ अगर delete इसमें पड़ा है, वहां से उसको purge कर दो, delete forever कर दो, and then you create another new key with the same name. Is it clear guys to everyone? Did you guys understand this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Next is your permission model. A must ask question. Key vault वैसे भी काफी पूछा जाता है, और उसमें भी ये जो है ये काफी पूछा जाता है. So I'll use the same jargon. I had already put the question here that what are the big how do I manage access on it? I will just put permission model. So question can be like this, that what is a key vault and how do I manage access on it, or what is a key vault and what are the permission model? So what are the permission model? There are two. One is your access policy and one is your RBAC. RBAC हम सबको पता है how it works. If you're owner, you're owner. If you're contributor, you're contributor, right? A long list is there. What access policy में क्या होता है? You get minute details that this particular user, this is user based. I can add a user by user, that this particular user should have all these accesses. Read होना चाहिए, ये होना चाहिए, purge का access है, ये है, decrypt का access है, ये है या नहीं है. This is how I can do it. Okay, I don't want list option. I do not want recover option. This is how you can deal with it when it comes to policy. And when it is role based access, you know it how it works, right? Clear to everyone? What is permission model, guys?
Yes.
So one is your access policy, one is your RBAC. RBAC I'm not going to explain. Access policy I just showed it to you. कि उसमें कितने details होते हैं. You can create one for yourself and see it. Resource access, कि किस resource के लिए हम बना रहे हैं. So mostly it is for it is for virtual machine. Okay. Most of the time disk encryption और virtual machine के लिए ही use होता है. We'll select all of these. Click next. Networking. Where am I going to access this from? मेरा जो ये है की वॉल्ट है, मैं कहां से एक्सेस करने वाला हूँ? विद इन Azure नेटवर्क, सब कुछ Azure के अंदर से ही होने वाला है. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक आई शुड सेलेक्ट हियर? पब्लिक एक्सेस इनेबल होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए? इफ एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग टू हैपन विद इन Azure,
No public access.
no public access. Simple. So if no public access, how will we access it? Storage में क्या किया था हमने? Public access हटाने के बाद what becomes mandatory to access that resource?
Private endpoint.
Private endpoint, right? So here you can create a private endpoint. Similar thing will happen. Private endpoint करते ही आपको एक VNet select करना पड़ेगा, उस VNet का एक subnet select करना पड़ेगा, and how I explained it to you here, that it will get extended, and I told you, right, this is not only for storage, ये हर चीज के लिए apply होता है. Got it, guys? Is it clear?
Yes.
So in this case, I'll just keep it public. It doesn't matter. Public में भी all network या selected network, virtual network, same जैसा हमने इसमें देखा था ना, storage में, it's the same thing. So I'm not going to explain it again. Networking वाला exact same pattern यहाँ पर apply होता है. But as of now, we are keeping public access and all of them. It's okay. Tags, we all know it. So next. Okay, then create it. This is how you create your key vault. You have just created a key vault. Okay, you have not created any key or nothing. You will not see anything here. इसमें कुछ नहीं दिखने वाला है फिलहाल आपको. It's simply a key vault. Nothing in it. Let it get created and I'll show it to you. And in today's, in this week's test, I'll also mention that create a key vault and two keys. Backup them and restore them to another key vault. I'm going to show it to you how it works. Okay, so this is done. This has been created. This is your key vault. Okay, access policy, you can again manage it from here. Or RBAC हमने देख लिया what is the RBAC is. Why is it not available, access policy? Yes, guys, why is it not available, access policy? Because while creating the key vault, we selected RBAC. And that is the reason. Okay, so under key vault, you can have three types of objects. One is a key, जो यूज होती है आपके वर्चुअल मशीन और स्टोरेज अकाउंट्स को इनक्रिप्ट करने के लिए. Another one is secret. It can be anything. Secret can be anything. Okay, secret can be a user ID or password, manually written thing. It could be anything. And the another one is certificates, SSL certificates, which you see on a bank website. जो certificates होते हैं ना bank website या कहीं पर भी, you will see a certificate. Those certificates can be saved here. Whenever you use an HTTPS, you will see a certificate here somewhere. Let's see if it is visible for us. Here it is. This is the certificate, guys. So all bank side and everything, they will always use an SSL certificate, right? So at hosting side, you can use it using Key Vault. How to do that? I'll show it to you. Only a minute is left, guys. So see you in 10 minutes. We'll take a break of 10 minutes because I have to create a virtual machine and we'll see the encryption also. So see you at 15:45. No, it's 15:30, right? 15:35. See you in 10 minutes, guys. So this is how you create a key vault, and then I'm going to show you how to create a key and how to encrypt a machine, right? Because this is going to take some time, and meanwhile I'll create a machine also in the same region. So see you in 10 minutes, guys.